Have you ever noticed how there are people who try absolutely everything to lose weight, follow restrictive diets, walk every day, cut out sweets, pasta, and soft drinks, yet still feel like their body simply doesn't respond, as if something inside is stuck and blocking any real progress? It is exactly at this point of frustration that many users say they discovered citrus burn, not as a miracle promise or an exaggerated solution, but as an alternative that started being mentioned by people tired of aggressive products filled with stimulants and unpleasant side effects. What really stands out in these positive accounts is that they rarely begin by talking about weight or numbers on the scale, but rather something much more basic and essential: stable energy throughout the day, fewer urges to eat outside of meal times, less craving for quick snacks, and a sense of control over their own body that many say they had lost over the years. According to positive feedback found in independent analyses, the first changes reported tend to appear in a subtle and progressive way, without shocks or extreme immediate effects. And this pattern shows up repeatedly in comments from people who use the product consistently for several weeks. Users describe that the first noticeable sign is often a reduction in constant tiredness, that daily fatigue that undermines any weight loss attempt and frequently leads to early quitting. With continued use, reports mention a decrease in emotional eating, less desire for high-calorie foods at the wrong times, and greater ease in maintaining a balanced routine, without that daily feeling of battling against appetite. Another point that frequently appears in positive reviews is the absence of common side effects seen in traditional fat burners, such as shaking, excessive heart acceleration, or sudden energy crashes throughout the day. And instead, users describe a more stable level of energy that allows them to work, walk, exercise, or simply go through their normal routine without discomfort. As the weeks go by, testimonials begin to highlight something even more relevant for those who have tried to lose weight many times without success: breaking the so-called plateau. People who had gone months without seeing any changes report gradual weight loss and, more importantly, a reduction in body measurements, with clothes fitting looser and a different perception when looking in the mirror, reinforcing the idea that the process does not happen overnight, but follows a continuous progression, which increases confidence and reduces the likelihood of giving up. An interesting detail is that many of these users state they did not make radical changes to their diet or lifestyle, describing only simple adjustments such as more balanced meals and light walks, combined with daily use of the supplement, which creates immediate identification with people who have busy routines, work, family responsibilities, and little time for extreme plans. Another recurring factor in positive evaluations is the sense of security in the purchase, as many consumers mention feeling more comfortable buying the product through ClickBank, which offers a money-back guarantee within the stated period, reducing perceived risk and making the decision easier for those who have had negative experiences in the past. In the end, what this set of positive reviews shows is not just an isolated supplement, but a consistent pattern of repeated experiences. More control, more consistency, less discomfort, and progressive results over time, which helps explain why citrus burn has been gaining space in conversations about weight loss. And if you have made it this far, the next step is simple. Visit the official website through the link available, review all the information carefully, and decide whether this option makes sense for your own reality, remembering that every conscious decision always begins with knowledge.